I've never held an M4 in my entire life. I don't plan on holding an M4 in my entire life. No, I don't want to go to war. Hi guys, now that I'm back and able to speak without the choppers behind me, it's time for a debrief. That is a military term. That's right. I am not enlisting in the military or signing up for war. Instead, this is just an educational style video I wanted to share with everybody and give everybody a little glimpse into this world like I got for one day through a leadership program I'm doing. Okay, enjoy. Bye! My day started pretty early in the morning, military time as you can imagine, and then we were transported in a bus to a base that was about 30 miles out, and we learned a lot of interesting things. For instance, did you know the US Army, established in 1775, is the oldest branch of the US Armed Forces, predating actually the founding of the country even. But now, what I was about to learn and see was going to be even more astounding. I'm pretty sure you need some type of massive security clearance to be able to come, touch, feel, and see the things that I got to do. For instance, I got to jump on a tank, guys.
I kind of feel pseudo-powerful.
Yeah, right. I would suck at this job. This is not for the faint-hearted. And speaking of faint-hearted, if you don't like to fly, this upcoming experience would not be for you. The CH-47 Chinook is one of the most powerful and versatile transport helicopters capable of carrying heavy loads like troops and vehicles and supplies and a lot of us people in an open air environment. Ooh. Since this was my first time riding a chopper at all, and then having to ride a military chopper at that, I had no idea when we took off and how high and elevated we had gotten by the time I looked out, and this has to be one of the most serene experiences in my life. You immediately feel a sense of sort of teamwork and a mission-orientedness, and you get an idea of why these guys do what they do. You know, we often think of helicopters in the army as airlift for combat missions and whatnot, but we don't think about how essential these type of things are for medical purposes, for service purposes and disaster purposes and humanitarian purposes. So you really get a sense of that sitting in the chopper as you're enjoying the views and thinking about deep things in life, I guess. That was really cool. Very, very cool. And now on to the next cool part, the specialized training of a military dog. These badass dogs are trained in various tasks like detecting explosives and locating soldiers, or launching hard on criminals like that.
Basic obedience task is the heel, down, sit, stay. We also do a extended stay where the handler will place the dog at a point and then walk at a certain distance.
I learned that because of the level of work they do, sometimes these dogs are actually ranked higher than their handlers, which was pretty cool to learn. And another crash course I got was in how to use the M4 Army rifle, and this man sped through the tutorial as if I was already enlisted in the army. I mean, I had no clue what I was doing, and really, even as I don't ever support undue violence, I think it was just fascinating to learn this world. And we were given sort of these scenarios where you were a soldier and you had to protect civilians in a school where a terrorist had just attacked or some situation like that. And that was a very fascinating mind-body game to sort of step into.
No. Sorry. All right, let's go.
Where's my target?
It's coming. There it is.
Well, I will say this is so much easier to do without real people and real bullets, so I don't know if I have the heart for it, but I respect those that do. And now on to the last leg of my program, checking out the Black Hawk chopper. And due to security reasons, I couldn't get much footage of some really important security details and ranges, but whatever I was able to capture, I was extremely fascinated with. And just, it's different when you see it on TV or in movies. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the closest I'm going to get to the real deal. So I took in everything I saw and I was extremely fascinated. And then the last thing that we got to do was the United States Coast Guard and learn more about their missions, which is mainly SAR, search and rescue missions. Again, a very important aspect of the US military that is often overlooked and very misunderstood, I think. We often think about how military is just so combat oriented and takes lives, but we never think about those that save lives, and the Coast Guard is very much just that. Coming from a very academic background in international relations, you have such an idea about it, but you don't really know what happens. Typically see on TV, in movies, or read in books. And I also recognize what a privileged day my day was. I cannot stress, I think, the importance of what I've learned today. A lot of civilians, in fact, a lot of military who are enlisted don't get the experience that I just did. So if you have a chance, absolutely try to do a leadership program in your community. Give it a shot if you are trying to be an aspiring leader or just a better informed citizen. This was such an enriching experience, and I know I've said that 20 times in this video, but I mean it. It is about 1800 hours now, and I am going to go and rest. I hope you learned something from this video, and if you liked it, please share it with others. A lot of people don't get to do or experience this. Until next time then, love and lots of light.